Hello everyone, this is Fine from Tech Gaming Villa. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to talk about the two TV, the 65-inch Sony A95K and the 77-inch Samsung S95C. The S95C OLED and the Sony A95K OLED deliver a very similar experience overall. The Sony is a bit better for home theater setup since it supports Dolby Vision HDR and more advanced audio formats like DTS. The Samsung is a bit more advanced for gaming as it supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on more ports than the Sony, and its variable refresh rate feature is compatible with more sources. This year marks the second generation of QD-OLED, a new TV technology that combines the advantages of OLED with the benefits of quantum dots. The latest of the bunch is the Samsung S95C, a powerful feature-rich TV that stands toe-to-toe with the best-performing TV we saw last year, the Sony A95K. Being a year-old model, the Sony A95K is currently seeing some incredible discounts. If you are in the market for a top-tier QD-OLED experience, you might be wondering whether you should spend more on a newer model from Samsung or save on a Sony from last year. Both models extensively to help you make the right call. Here's everything you need to know about the A95K and S95C to see the picture performance. The A95K was a pricey proposition upon its release. Fortunately, it's seen some serious discounts in the year since. Despite the sale, you might still experience some sticker shock when sizing up these prices. And when it comes to sizes, the A95K series only has two options to choose from, the biggest option being 65 inches. The 55-inch A95K and 55-inch S95C price difference is $200, and 65-inch A95K and S95C price difference $200, the same. But 77-inch S95C is very expensive, currently now $3,000. Since they don't rely on a backlight, OLED TVs are known for their ultra-thin panels. Both the A95K and the S95C are remarkably thin, but due to its connection ports being offloaded to a separate box, the S95C is thinner than the A95K at its most narrow point. Most of the differences in design come down to their respective stands. There are two ways to attach the A95K's heavy metallic stand to the base of the panel. Its front-facing configuration puts the stand in front of the screen, while the back-facing configuration creates the illusion that the A95K is standing up on its surface unattended. In either setup, you will need a media console deep enough to accommodate the depth of the stand, and the front-facing formation allows the TV to sit as close as it possibly can to the wall behind it. In addition, no matter which configuration you opt for, there won't be very much soundbar clearance. The A95K sits too close to its surface, and anything in front of it will likely obstruct the view. The A95K's stand is deliberately designed to introduce a slight back-facing lean to the panel. The effect is subtle, much like an easel. I reckon that most people will hardly notice this design flourish, but it's something to keep in mind if you are particular about aesthetics. The S95C, on the other hand, offers about 3 inches of soundbar clearance, which is quite accommodating. There's only one stand configuration, a flat slab of metal underneath the center of the TV, which connects to the back of the panel. While the A95K features a traditional suite of inputs on the back of its panel, the S95C houses its inputs in a detachable box called the One Connect box. It attaches seamlessly to the back of the S95C stand. But if your home theater setup calls for it, the One Connect box can be relocated to another spot farther away from the panel. As such, the S95C comes with two cables that connect the One Connect box to the TV, a short cable for when the box is attached to the stand, and a longer cable for added flexibility. While I personally prefer the more minimalistic look of the A95K, there's no denying that the S95C features a more accommodating design. Its stand provides plenty of room for a soundbar, while the One Connect box is highly useful for home theater customizability. So for design, the winner is Samsung S95C. The Sony A95K supports Dolby Vision and HDR format intended to present content in the manner closest to the creator's intent. Dolby Vision content is available on Blu-ray across several popular streaming platforms and Xbox titles too. Like all Samsung TVs, the S95C doesn't support Dolby Vision. Instead, it uses royalty-free standard called HDR10+. Like Dolby Vision, HDR10+ uses dynamic metadata to optimize content on a scene-by-scene or frame-by-frame basis. Some Ultra HD Blu-rays and streaming platforms offer HDR10+ content, like Amazon Prime Video and Hulu, but Dolby Vision is nevertheless the more popular format. The A95K also has an edge when it comes to software and the overall user experience. It comes with the Google TV Smart Platform built right in, and despite a moderate dose of sponsored content, which is present on every smart platform to some degree, Google TV offers a fast, comfortable way to stream content. In addition, the A95K offers a bevy of audio and visual settings for those who like to tinker. And I appreciate how easy it is to access various picture settings. By comparison, the S95C's built-in smart platform is somewhat sluggish and tougher to navigate. It introduces a few quality of life updates over its predecessor, the S95B, but basic tasks like switching inputs or adjusting the picture, basic tasks take more steps than they ought to. I'd rather that Samsung Smart Hub has roughly the same amount of sponsored or recommended content as Google TV, but I find them easier to ignore on Google TV. From a features standpoint, gaming support is where these two TVs diverge the most. I have no doubt that both are sufficient for casual gamers, but dedicated gamepad veterans ought to be aware of the differences between these TVs' capabilities. All four of the S95C's HDMI 2.1 inputs support 4K gaming at 120Hz, a top-of-the-line benchmark in the realm of console gaming. With four such inputs, you are free to connect a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series X, and an eARC-enabled soundbar, all while having one high-bandwidth input left to spare. Of the A95K's four HDMI inputs, only two of them support 4K gaming at 120Hz, and one of them doubles as the TV's dedicated eARC port. If you own an eARC-enabled device and two current generation gaming consoles, one of them will be fighting for an optimized input, lest you purchase an AV receiver. Both TVs support variable refresh rate and auto low latency mode, but only the S95C offers AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, a proprietary version of VRR that works with HDR gaming content. The S95C also makes it easier to access various picture and performance-related gaming settings, while game mode is enabled. Dubbed Game Bar, this quick menu relays frame rate information, lets you tweak the picture based on game type and more. It's an immensely useful tool that puts all of the game-related controls right at your fingertips. On one hand, the A95K offers Dolby Vision support and a vastly superior software experience. On the other hand, the S95C is unquestionably a better gaming machine. If you value Dolby Vision and built-in smart features, the A95K is your winner. If you're a serious gamer, the S95C is the better pick. By now, most people are familiar with the benefit of OLED, but here's a refresher: perfect black levels, voluminous color, and a widest viewing angles money can buy. Essentially, OLED displays are kings of contrast. Their pixel level brightness control eliminates light bloom and preserves the picture during off-axis viewing. The S95C and the A95K are among the first OLED TVs to feature quantum dots too. These color and brightness boosting crystals allow the QD-OLEDs to bypass the use of a color filter, and without a filter, the picture can get brighter and its colors purer. Both are on the brighter end of what I have seen from OLED TVs thus far, but the S95C is the brightest. It's important to remember that average picture brightness between the two TVs, that is the brightness of an entire picture, not just the highlights. So the two TVs is about the same 300 to 350 nits in HDR, 200 to 250 in HDR. The S95C's added pop comes in the form of specular highlights like a sunbeam reflecting off the hood of a car. Both TVs benefit greatly from their stellar contrast, but the S95C offers just a bit more depth on account of its punchier highlights. In their most accurate picture modes, filmmaker for the S95C and custom for the A95K, both TVs deliver an incredibly accurate picture right out of the box, with average color error coming in below the accepted threshold. That's noticeably to most people. Both TVs cover over 99% of the HDR color gamut, DCI-P3 color gamut, I will say. And thanks to their quantum dot equipped displays, produce some of the most stunning colors you will find on the TV market today. That said, if you are looking for the most eye-popping experience, not necessarily the most accurate experience, the S95C will give you more bang for your buck. Certainly, shades are a touch more luminous, though the difference is tough to spot unless you are looking at both TVs side by side. The A95K's secret sauce is Sony's excellent picture processing, which does a better job of upscaling sub 4K content and in general offers a restrained visual expression that looks more pleasing to my eye. Both S95C and A95K are among the best OLED TVs money can buy. Both will hold up fine in an average lit room, and both will look stunning in the dark. Sony's exceptional processing and expertly dialed in custom picture modes lend themselves to a slightly more accurate presentation, while the S95C's juiced up highlights and color palette offer a livelier, more sumptuous picture at the expense of surgical precision. So this is one of the closest head-to-head matchups I've considered in quite some time, and while I would love to offer a clear-cut answer, this competition comes down to one's personal preference. If you are not a gamer and you are not in the market for a 77-inch TV, I recommend the A95K. It's got the better software, Dolby Vision support, and it sports the best picture I have ever seen. While the S95C offers punchier highlights and bolder looking color at times, Sony's incredible picture processing is the difference maker. It's a slightly more accurate presentation, and I appreciate having that in my back pocket. However, if you are a dedicated gamer with multiple consoles, the S95C is better equipped for the job. For the time being, it's also the only QD-OLED available in a size larger than 65 inches. It's perfectly reasonable to opt for the QD-OLED that delivers certain something emblematic of the technology itself. The S95C may not be quite as even-keeled in its handling of creative intent, but the rich reds, gorgeous greens, and heightened highlights are the sort of flourishes that many expect to see from a soaked-up OLED with quantum dot color. So the choice is yours. In either case, you are bound to have one of the best looking TVs on the block. So what's your thought? Please write in the comments below. That's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. I have another channel named Awesome Tech Gaming Pro, where I upload similar kind of tech videos. Please visit this channel and subscribe for update. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.
To change your